So, when we left Israel off, for the first time, they asked God, they were like, hey, should we actually go or should we stay?
Yeah. So the first 2 times they just were trying to take it into their own hands, do justice, and they were asking God, hey, should we go? But they didn't actually hold back and say, hey, give him the actual decision. And so they finally do. And we see how God rewards them. He says, yes, go up, for tomorrow I will give them into your hand. And so they set this ambush, and they draw the people of Benjamin out, and they wipe them out. Like 25,000 men of Benjamin die. And if you remember, there's 26,000 that actually came to fight.
Yeah.
And so, complete destruction.
And then, that's just so interesting because when they didn't inquire of God, they tried to do it in their own way. They say from earlier in that chapter, it's like 25,000 died, 17,000 people died. It's just crazy to see.
Yeah. So much death, so much destruction from people trying to take justice into their own hands. And so they not only kill the fighting men of Benjamin, they then go and burn the towns and kill people throughout the tribe of Benjamin. And so they have finished all of their killing. They come together, and in chapter 21 we read, they had sworn at Mizpah, no one shall give his daughters in marriage to Benjamin. So not only are we going to attack them and almost wipe them out, with like 600 men escaping, no, we're not even going to give our daughters in marriage to these people anymore. And it says in verse 2, the people came to Bethel and sat there till evening before God, and they lifted up their voices and wept bitterly. I should say so. It's good to see some remorse here. And yet, look at what verse 4 says. It says, and the next day the people rose early, built there an altar and burnt offerings and peace offerings. And the people said, which of all the tribes of Israel did not come up in the assembly of the Lord? Because they'd taken a great oath and said, if someone doesn't come up, they should be put to death. And so they're not satisfied with the amount of death that has happened. They take a census basically and say, all right, this town of Jabesh Gilead didn't send anyone. And so to fulfill our oath, which we took, we got to go wipe them out and kill them. And so they do that. More death.
Wow.
Yeah. And then it says, so they do that, and they capture 400 young virgins from that town, and they give them to the men of Benjamin. Like, oh, here's a solution. We got these young women from this town that we killed. We can give them as brides.
Because they didn't want them to die off completely.
Right,
so
yeah.
like,
and
hey.
so we'll cover that next time.